Hey, you know what? Damon set such a good standard last week that we're going to do it again this week. We're dipping into food crimes, unforgivable culinary offenses, and some over versus underrated stuff. I don't
Wow.
know. We'll get into it right after this.
At least I'm good for something.
Another foodie show where the fun begins. Cooking up a storm with all our chef friends. Reviews and recipes that will blow your mind. Live shows and laughter, a good time you'll find. Join us for the ride on this culinary quest. Johnny and Dana will never settle for less. Laughs and interviews that will educate. Another foodie show, don't wanna be late. Another foodie show where the fun begins. Cooking up a storm with all our chef friends. Reviews and recipes that will blow your mind. Live shows and laughter, a good time you'll find. Join us for the ride on this culinary quest. Johnny and Dana will never settle for less. Laughs and interviews that will educate. Another foodie show, don't wanna be late. Another foodie show.
We ain't late.
And
You
we're
late.
back. We ain't late.
That's right. I'm sure they're not late either.
We're early, like super early.
Nah, they don't need to know.
But anyway, how the heck are you, buddy? How was the
Hey,
week?
man.
How was the weekend?
It's going good, man. Going good. Out and about, doing little
Right.
things here and there. So, but yeah. What about you?
That's what it's been here. I've been like last weekend. I went through a bunch of stuff. Went through like my outdoor cooking shelf thing,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and it was just like, okay, nope, I ain't moving this. I ain't moving this. I ain't moving this. I ain't moving this. These are going. I ain't moving this. I ain't moving
Yeah, because I was
this.
gonna say it's getting to be about crunch time.
Ba,
Correct?
ba, 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 ba.
Oh, okay. Too
Oof.
late.
No. It is. It's like it's cool. I'm like ready for I'm ready for it to be done.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Like my biggest worry is just like driving there and everything being
True.
like
True.
the house, the pod shows up.
Yeah, right. True.
So it's like if all that is like if I like started driving and like the second day I get a call like, oh, this, I'm like, oh, cool, here we go.
Well, out there on Highway 26.
No. Like I show up and they're like, hey, your pod was delivered. Hey, the keys are blah 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 or whatever.
Okay. I thought you were
I'm
worrying.
gonna drive across and just kind of take my time, but
sir, your stuff strode across Highway 267 here.
This is the network.
True.
And I'm not trying to put anything out there, but I'm just waiting for the technical difficulty.
This is
and I'm not putting nothing out there.
Don't put that level out there, Ricky.
No. I'm just having fun with it.
Yeah. Everything's gonna work out perfect, man.
But I'm just ready to just like, okay, let's get it over with.
That's right.
But I still have like 4 weeks of work, so it's like, okay, here we go.
You got plenty of time.
It's all good.
But that 4 weeks would be like,
as soon as we're done with this, remind me to tell you about work.
Okay. Yeah, because we won't talk about it here.
No, I'm not going to do that. But
nobody talks about
Bruno. Today was an interesting morning meeting.
Oh, jeez.
Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, it was. Yeah. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. I hope your weekend's going fantastic. Hopefully, we can send you off with some good stuff for the week.
That's right. Fresh.
Right. The rest of TDN starting on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
The podcast listener, which starts tomorrow in the AM.
That's right. 6 a.m. They drop every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Right. But so last week Damon found like an interview topics kind of deal. So it was
So you
just
double
kind of
down.
fun.
You double down. Had to
Right,
come
it was
back
just
one
kind of
more.
fun.
It
It's kind
was.
of fun just
Yeah.
sitting here back and forth. But you know me.
Uh-oh.
I like to stir the pot. Right. Yeah.
Stir the pot. Stir the pot. I see it coming.
So we're going to talk about some unforgivable culinary offenses. So according to this top 10 list, number 1, ketchup on a steak.
Yeah, you're getting booted out of the house. You're getting booted.
And
it's funny. It's funny because I was talking with some people on a job site, and he was talking about that. He said, "Yeah, I put it on there." And he said, "My son's like, you just ruined the steak." I'm like, "Yeah, you did. You just totally ruined it,
dude."
But I know a lot of people too, man. They eat ketchup on everything. If they got a meal, they getting ketchup.
I've been to allegedly the top 2 steakhouses in town.
Okay.
Because when I went to the new like fancy one, I asked them who they felt their competition was in town.
Okay.
They told me who it was, and I've eaten both. Unfortunately for them, I would definitely go with their competition. However, I would never eat at their competition's place again either. So now, good food. I'm not saying nothing. Good food.
Right.
I'm that guy. I'm that guy. I am.
But the thing is, we're supposed to be food snobs now. I mean, I know I am.
I remember when a buddy of mine, he asked me something about beer, and I answered it, and he goes, "Oh." It was like a regular, like simple question, like not what's your favorite, not this. It was just something like random question about beer, and I gave him my answer, and he goes, "Oh, okay, so you're a beer snob now." And I went, and I went to be like, "F you," And I thought about it for a second. I go, "No, yeah, probably." Like,
I mean, I like what I like. Call me what you want.
I mean, am I?
No,
We've
you're
had
right.
several conversations about that.
Absolutely.
And now I cook a lot of steaks. And I cook a lot of tri-tips, which I cook exactly the way I cook my steaks. You know, pretty much.
Very close, yeah.
And look, am I winning the James Beard Award? Am I getting recognized on any cooking shows? Absolutely not. I'm not claiming anything, but I promise you, for my taste, I would much rather go spend what I'm going to spend to buy a couple of steaks than spend what I spend at either one of those places to eat that.
I'm with you.
And my wife, 50% of the time, I'm cooking steakhouse steaks. My bad. I did it again. I did exactly what I did last week, and I'm not going to do it after this one. I promise. 50, I'd say probably closer to 60, 70% of the time, we'll put A1 sauce on my steaks for my tri-tip. And at first, it really was like, hey, am I like cooking this wrong? Like, what do I need to change? And she's like, no, I just like it. And I'm like, that can't be. She's lying. She's just being nice, you know?
Right.
So and no, it is, folks. She just likes it. But if someone ever put ketchup on my steak, that is an immediate uninvite. Uninvite.
Yep.
I apologize for that long one. Okay.
No.
Ooh. Nope. You know what? I'm going to save number 2 for a little farther down the list.
Oh, I like it.
Number 3, serving pot. What is this? I don't even want to read it out loud.
Oh, here we go.
serving pasta with ketchup instead of tomato sauce. And it
What is
says
it?
dash absolute chaos. Now listen to me. No,
No.
that is no matter what your philosophical religious beliefs are, that is a mortal sin. And that's all I'm going to say. Damon.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I mean, the same way. I mean, it is. Yeah, sure. It's tomatoes. I mean, tomato. It's all yes, but there's something that ketchup is not a regular dang tomato sauce. Mm-mm.
Yeah, moving on.
Why?
That's,
Why? That's. I just want to know why. I just want to know why.
yeah, why? Why is that so?
That's
What's going
that's
on
all I
here?
want to know.
There we go. Number 4. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know why this is so high on the list. I mean,
Uh,
eating pizza with a fork and knife.
eh,
I mean, now I'm guilty. I've definitely eaten pizza with a fork. I've never busted out a knife and been like,
right.
"This is a beautiful prime rib," you know. But I've eaten pizza with a fork, especially if it's like a thinner crust and it's a
Right.
little. Plus, you get maximum dippage into your ranch or whatever you're
True.
dipping
Oh,
in.
absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it. I guess it'll have a place. I mean, if you're out and I mean, I was gonna say a fancy restaurant, but you're not going to a fancy restaurant to order pizza. Uh, so yeah, to cancel that
I would
idea,
think.
I really,
Well, now one of man, but yeah, still, yeah, nope.
yeah,
What he said. What he said.
yeah, I don't know.
Now,
I'm not gonna knock it.
number 5.
Uh,
Number 5 hits home.
oh, here we go.
I literally married into this family,
Oh,
and
is
I
that the whole
think it's
thing?
absolutely chaotic. It's like living in anarchy. Putting ice cubes in milk. Literally, the entire side of the family I married does it, and
My
I'm just
dad,
like,
my
you.
dad would do the same thing.
I I I don't drink milk. I'm
I
lactose
don't drink,
intolerant
I don't drink
and
cow's
this and
milk,
that,
bro.
but it still seems like abs. Look, why don't we just stop using the letter M?
Yeah,
And it's absolute adness. Absolute adness. Okay?
yeah,
I said what I said.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it gets it cold. I'm sure. I mean, of course. I
Right.
mean,
And I like, again, I mean, I'm, a little rib poking there because,
yeah.
my, you know,
Somebody's
wives,
watching. Somebody's watching.
son, all the
Mm,
daughters, father-in-law, like people do it all over the
okay.
family. So it is what
Right.
it is.
Real close people. Real close people
Right.
to you.
But I still tease the F out of him over it.
Oh,
Now,
absolutely would.
I'm a little excited about number 6.
Uh-oh.
No, I think you'll like it as well.
Okay.
So,
I'm listening.
using pre-shredded bagged cheese instead of freshly grated.
Okay.
They're saying that's a culinary offense.
Oh, okay. Okay. To use bag cheese over freshly shredded.
Yes. Which is
False.
they're saying no, they're so you're saying use pre-shredded.
Oh no. Okay. Okay. So I'm backwards. I'm
Yeah.
backwards.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
okay.
They're
Okay.
saying
So it's
they're
not
saying
good to use the bag
it's a
cheese.
crime to use pre-shredded bagged
Oh yeah.
over freshly
Oh,
grated.
that's
I
100% fact.
mean,
That's
I'm
100% fact.
pretty sure that's been said once or twice on this show
Hmm.
in the last years.
Yeah, because I mean, you won't never get that unless you do like some people and wash your cheese while we're washing cheese. But
Is that a thing?
oh gosh, man, the pre-shredded cheese, people are washing it to get the starch off of it.
Now, okay, I would just say, look, we have other shows for other fun topics, but I would just like to say, like, if you are spending maximum amount of money on your pre-shredded cheese, you're probably getting cheese covered in potato starch. I was about to say pistachio like 4 times right
I
there.
was wondering where you was going with it because I was like, "There's an O right there. There's an O right there."
Right.
But yeah, exactly.
If
And
it's a
they do
cheaper
that
cheese,
so they
if
do it
it's
so
a
it don't
cheaper
stay stick
cheese,
together.
be very careful of what is keeping that cheese from clumping together, because everybody knows when you fresh grade cheese and then you go to grab it, like in sprinkle, you're like,
Yeah, it's like a glove.
yeah.
Yeah.
I said what I said.
Yep. 100%.
So
100%.
shout out to that number 6 right there.
That was good.
Number 7, which I will stand by, and if I died alone on that hill, I would forever, which I already know there's a million people behind me. But overcooking a steak to well done is absolute disrespect to a cow.
Yeah. It is. It is.
I mean, that's it.
I mean, hey, you calling your people. I got people that eat it like that. They want it like that.
If there's
and it pulls at my heartstring.
So
So now what I do is I cook it and then say, hey, heat it up in the microwave for a little bit. And it'll finish it off.
LD, forgive me, brother. My son loves my cooking, brags about it. When he goes to cook, he's texting me like, "Hey, I'm making this, blah blah blah." Like, he knows. Like, my tri-tip and stuff is cooked to like and cooked and rested to max like 140, absolute max. And that's probably like the tips of the tri-tip more than like the center. You know what I mean?
Right.
And if there's any pink, he won't eat it.
Oh Lord.
Even though he knows how good it is. He knows.
Right.
He knows my cooking, and he knows like all the stuff I talk about, but it's just something with him. And I get it. It's something with some people. I get it. I'm not here to argue that debate.
That's right.
But he knows if he don't like it, microwave it goes.
It's a microwave right there.
Because I served you a perfectly cooked piece of beef.
Mint piece.
Which, speaking of perfectly cooked, we're going to get off this for a second. Because a couple videos just started circling the internet recently. Have you seen these?
I'm not sure. Enlighten me, and I may have.
So, allegedly,
okay,
this sweet dude out of South Carolina with a Santa Maria was grilling up some fried bologna.
That's how you do it.
And today I even saw a whole spatchcock chicken.
Yeah, that's how we do. That's how we do, man.
It looks so good, dude.
I'll take that. I'll take that whole spatchcock chicken and just use it for like meal prep for something like chicken.
Right, you can pull it, do whatever you want with it. Right.
Because again, I don't eat chicken. I mean, I eat chicken like that, but I'm saying, I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and pick up a leg quarter and be like, "Yeah, let's go to town." You know, we're gonna shred it off the bone.
What am I gonna do with it? Right. I have an idea inspired off of something local. So, but that's another show, folks. Tune in. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
They will.
Always. I'm gonna take it to number 8. Cutting a sandwich right down the middle instead of diagonally. Now, again, we're talking about sliced bread with that. Because if you do a sub and you slice it straight across the middle or a little bit of a diagonal, I give a rat's patootie.
That's right.
But I do have an opinion about the first one we were talking about. If it's just straight sandwich flatbread.
Okay.
You better cut it diagonally.
I was gonna say.
Dude,
You worried me
I
there for a
mean,
second. You worried me there for a second.
nostalgia, whatever it is, I don't
Yeah.
care. But this just, oh, hey, I made you peanut butter and jelly.
Right in the middle. Nah. If that's the case, just give me like one piece of bread and fold it over on itself. If that's the case.
Right.
If you're gonna make two little sandwiches like that, I want something that's got some.
Exactly what this
Yeah.
beautiful man said.
I
What is that?
want. I'm with you. I want to see that diagonal cut.
Just literally save yourself some effort
Yeah.
on one bread,
Yeah.
on the next bread. There you
Fold
go.
it. There it is.
Which, hey, again, I'm not above. I've done it.
152
But I have
times.
not once by choice made a sandwich like this and then went,
Slices right in the middle.
not even one time. That is 100% fact. Not even once in my life have I done that.
Call me 5 years old. But
You know why?
you know,
maybe because I care about people,
mm-hmm.
and I love our planet, and I
can see that. I can
stuff
see
like
that.
that.
That's a legit reason.
I'm just not here for chaos and anarchy.
No, right.
I know I like punk rock, and it may seem like that, but good grief, people, cut your sandwich studs diagonally.
Right. Do yourself a favor.
So, number 9 wasn't ever even on my radar. And I agree. And honestly, in my opinion, should probably be a little higher on this list.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I work in an office, right? Like I work at a plant where we work all over the plant, but I have an office, right, where we eat, take breaks, this and that. Number 9 is microwaving seafood.
Bro, when you said you worked in an office, that's the first
you
thing
knew where I was going, huh?
I knew. Yep.
Now hold on a second, because I do agree. I do, and I have to say this though.
Mm-hmm.
Now I go out to like Chinese food or whatever, this here and there, and if I go to a steakhouse and order some seafood, shrimp, whatever it is, look, guess what the first thing eaten on my plate is?
Seafood.
And why would that be, Damon?
Because it don't reheat well first.
Like literally in anything, even in a pan, nothing.
Yeah.
And so but
well, I guess if you really want to break it down like that, yeah, you probably can reheat it in a sous vide operation. But you're gonna go through all that effort just to eat.
Cook, especially shrimp.
Right.
There's a point when you cook shrimp and it gets rubbery.
Yeah, there's no coming back.
You've done too much already. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah. So take that back too. I spoke too soon now that I really think about it. Yeah.
But no, that would be the safest way, period.
It would.
100%. As long as you just got it like 2. I wouldn't even do it sous vide. I would like get one of those instant kettle things that boils your water in like a minute.
True.
Pour it over it.
Yeah.
Let it sit for like 1, 2, 3 minutes. Still all warmed up. Boom, on the plate or bowl, whatever.
Yeah, but who's gonna go through all that just to try to eat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now here's the deal. I have also been in the workplace, whatever, and seafood was the least of my worries coming out of the microwave.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna leave that there. Number 10. Wow, we talked about this on the show with Fatty, and it's number 10.
Okay.
As a food crime, unforgivable. Dipping fries in milkshakes.
Really? But I hadn't done it, but
that's wild. I cannot believe that. That's like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
that one guy was like, "Oh, I dunked the whole burger," but
Yeah, that's what Fatty. I think Fatty did say. I think Fatty said he dunked his burger before. Yeah, I think he did. I think he said he dunked his burger himself too.
well, I think he said he would. Oh no, he
I can't remember now.
no. You may be correct.
Yeah, I can't remember. I know that burger conversation did come up.
That is, I just can't do it. I can't do it. My whole burger, whole burger and a milkshake.
But again, now we're going back to the whole milk deal. So,
Well, there it is. There.
oh, hey.
Wrong button. Wrong button.
I was gonna say wrong button, buddy. But yeah, that's I knew I hadn't done it before, so.
Well, next is overrated food, and some of these,
Okay.
I'm a little offended are on the list.
Oh, before you get there, number 2, you left number 2 out.
You are correct, sir.
Before you go to the next list,
because it's gonna hit home a little bit.
Here we go. Here we go.
Boiling ribs instead of slow cooking.
Bro, you can't tell me your people ain't boiled ribs back in the day and thought that was the best way to do it. Boil them until they're like.
Of course, it happened, but now we know, and we're actually adults and have cooked for ourselves. It's like,
bro, I can remember my dad saying, "Hey, we're gonna grill some ribs." I'm like, "Heck yeah!" And like he boiled them until they're like white, like your background, and then pulled them out the pot, throw them on the dang grill, and like covered them in barbecue sauce. And like, "Yep, I'm just heating them back through." What? But
and
I mean,
remember,
we eat them and didn't think no different.
Remember, some of that barbecue sauce was like burnt on.
Oh yeah.
And we were like, dude, these are actually pretty good ribs.
I mean,
until we
or they do even one even better and don't put them on the grill and put them on a pan and put them in the oven with the barbecue sauce on it after they boil it. I mean, we've had them all kind of ways.
I've lived there too.
Again, the nostalgic cooking that we used to deal with and thought was great. And then
you know what? Maybe we'll save the next 2 lists for another time. We're getting pretty close to 30.
Yeah,
I think we can.
Yeah, I would save that one.
Yeah. But I mean, when I saw that, I was like, oh, after last fantasy football season, I got to save that for the last.
Well, here's the thing. I'm trying to float that up under the radar because because we hadn't brought that back up yet. So, as a matter of fact, we had Ron on the show, commemorating his win, and
we did, and no one said it.
Oh, smooth sailing now.
Dude, that is so. You're a smooth criminal.
Hey, I mean, I'd have took it. Right. I'd have took it like a champ, and I'd have made a video so we could have played it. And I mean, I'd have eat them right here live on the show. But no.
Hey, you know what? I mean, I know the boss ain't here, but I'm saying like you probably made it long enough. Like, why would you even have to do it now?
I think I'm in the crew. I'm in the crew.
No way! It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Holy cow!
I
mean, how are we gonna come back at it now?
I don't know. Can't revisit it. Like, that was like
half a year ago. I mean, I know it was only like not that long. Yeah. No, fantasy was actually over
like
months ago.
Yeah, like in December.
If you made it to the playoffs.
Well, that's what I was getting at before the playoffs started. I mean, we knew who the loser was before the playoffs started. And he was as him.
In December?
I don't know. I don't know how long. I mean, it might not have been.
I don't know. It feels like ever since we did it.
Yeah. I just know I didn't even get to see what was going on in the playoffs because I was in last place.
Look, we might have to end this show right now because
We might be
we
saying
just
too much.
told the whole secret and nothing but the secret.
Yeah, it's out now. So here forever.
I still think you're in the clear, dude.
Oh yeah, we're golden.
How? I mean, like, it's basically we got to put together another league for next year at this point.
Exactly.
That's the greatest thing ever. This is the greatest moment ever. Who knew the highlight of fantasy football would be when baseball season's about to start?
Exactly.
Only here on another foodie show. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out this week.
Yeah, appreciate you joining us.
We might get into these lists next week, or we might get into something else.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe the last 3 minutes just happened. I'm literally stunned. Don't forget, tomorrow the podcast drop because of this beautiful man right here.
Uh-huh.
And then the shows pick up again on Wednesday.
That's right.
Starting with Dear Beloved Dudes. We'll see y'all next week.
Later.
In the words of our brother, be good and be good at it.
Ooh.